This section of the exhibition is where we talk about the transatlantic slave trade, and that's where, to try and summarise the transatlantic slave trade, raw materials that were produced in the UK, for example, things like weapons, iron, cloth, copper, were shipped or exported to Africa, and in Africa, Africans were enslaved, sometimes by Europeans, sometimes by other Africans, and transported across to the Caribbean and the Americas, where they were forced to work as slave labour in plantations and to produce other raw materials. And these are examples or objects that relate to some of those raw materials which were produced for the luxury goods or the consumer markets in Europe and the UK. So, for example, we have I think it's probably late 18th century coffee pot with coffee beans here. We've got sugar cutters which were used to cut cones of sugar which produce on plantations in the Caribbean. We've got some tobacco here which was produced in the Americas, often using slave labour, and other objects here which is actually gunpowder in a shot container, which would have been one of the things that was exported from the UK to Africa. Further down here we've got an example of a slave ship, and this is actually a picture of the Brooks, which was Liverpool's slave ship, and it was used by this diagram was used by the abolitionists and shown in Parliament to show how many African people were literally crammed into a slave ship in terrible conditions on the voyage from Africa to the Americas.